Charles Barkley has never been one to hold back his thoughts, and once again, the Hall of Famer has spoken his mind. This time, during a conversation with San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle, Barkley reflected on the privilege of being a professional athlete and how it compares to everyday jobs in the real world. Barkley joined Kittle on the very first episode of the Kittle Things podcast, and the two quickly bonded over their mutual love for sports. The 76ers legend explained that seeing Kittle's passion for football reminded him of himself during his NBA playing days. "When I watch you play football, I'm like, that dude loves to play football. And the one thing I wanted people to understand, man, I loved playing basketball," Barkley said. But then Barkley went deeper. He reminded Kittle, and perhaps today's athletes as a whole, of how lucky they are. He admitted that being an NBA star was not just about hard work, but also about winning the lottery of life. "I was so blessed to do something so stupid for a living," Barkley confessed. He then contrasted the life of athletes with that of teachers, firemen, policemen, and members of the armed services. "We're not like teachers, we're not like firemen, we're not like policemen, we're not somebody in the armed service. Dude, we hit the lottery of life. All you gotta do is go out there and bust your hump." Kittle nodded in agreement, clearly connecting with Barkley's words. It's a rare moment when two stars from different sports come together and speak so openly about the realities of their careers. Of course, this isn't the first time Barkley has voiced such an opinion. He has long criticized players who complain about load management or the grind of the schedule. In a past interview with Jason Kelce, Barkley was just as blunt, saying, "We're not steel workers, we're not teachers, we're not nurses, we're not somebody in the service. To make $30, $40, $50 million to play basketball 2 days in a row, if that's too much to ask, please tell me." These comments reflect a side of Barkley that fans have grown to appreciate over the years. Even though he was one of the NBA's brightest stars, he's never been afraid to admit that his career was built on a privilege few ever get to experience. When asked what he might have done if basketball hadn't worked out, Barkley responded honestly. He said he probably would have been a regular worker, maybe in a factory somewhere. "Nobody's going to ever say I didn't work hard," Barkley admitted. "But I wasn't going to be overly smart, I'm not going to tell that lie. I think I would have been successful at something. Probably better been factory related." Fortunately, basketball did work out. Over 16 seasons in the NBA, Barkley became one of the league's most charismatic and dominant players. He was an MVP, an 11-time All-Star, and a member of the NBA's 75th anniversary team. Even after retirement, his voice remains influential through his work in the media, where his honesty and humor continue to entertain fans. As for George Kittle, his admiration for Barkley was clear throughout the conversation. Kittle, a player known for his relentless energy and love of the game, shares the same philosophy, appreciating the opportunity to play the sport he loves at the highest level. At the end of the day, Barkley's message is simple but powerful. Athletes are lucky. They get paid millions to play a game, something that brings them joy every single day. While it requires hard work and dedication, it's still a privilege compared to the life and death responsibilities many real-world workers face daily. For Barkley, being reminded of that by someone like George Kittle was a moment of reflection and connection across generations in sports. It's a conversation that fans, athletes, and aspiring players everywhere can take to heart.